Now, let me back up just a little bit. The fact that Trump is consulting Lou Dobbs for private advice about how Trump is supposed to proceed. Jesus Christ almighty. Dobbs? A fucking moron like Lou Dobbs? When there are literally thousands of people that, in politics and academia, who, if Trump had just slightly different attitude, would be more than happy to say, Mr. President, here's what you should do. But he's going to Lou fucking Dobbs. But as the Post points out here, the fact that he is going to Dobbs, it perfectly captures the delusion consuming this asshole, Trump. Trump watches Fox obsessively, it says here, for validation. And he has very likely seen this Dobbs tell him through television that Nancy Pelosi whipped his ass and that his only route forward is to declare a national emergency. And that recent leaks about the Russia probe were really about distracting the public from opposition to Trump's wall. Let me just pause for a second here. Trump apparently has the delusion, illusion, whatever you want to call it, that when he watches Fox, they're talking directly to him. Now, when my dad was approaching 80 and going completely senile, I don't think he had Alzheimer's. We never did an autopsy on him, and that's the only way you can tell if somebody died of Alzheimer's. I guess that's still true. But towards the end of his life, before my sister had him put into a nursing home, where he eventually died, my old man tried to tell my sister and my her husband, my brother-in-law, that when he watched CNN, they talked to him, specifically to my dad, and that the messages he was getting were specifically related to him. But my dad was no longer in touch with reality on any level. So when I read something that Trump thinks they're talking directly to him, Jesus Christ. So anyway, as the Post puts it, in this crazy way of thinking, that he needs to go to Lou Dobbs for advice, it becomes the political threat to Trump doesn't come from his mounting legal troubles, all the shit that he faces. In his mind, all of that's untrue. It's just, what does he keep saying? It's a witch hunt. How many fucking people have been indicted? How many have gone to prison? Jesus Christ, what does it take? But Trump's thinking, where he sees a political threat, doesn't come from all that. Or from, as the Post puts it, his malicious and deeply destructive shutdown for the sake of his deeply unpopular wall. No, his concern doesn't come from that. That's what a sane person would think. To Trump, the real political danger always comes from his failure to fight hard enough, whether it's failing to close down Mueller's investigation or failing to do whatever it takes to get his fucking wall without giving up anything. that might upset his base in the least. His base. All these right-wing crazy fuckers that are out there that keep feeding into his deteriorating mind. Jesus Christ, this is madness. This is madness. I don't know. But see, in Foxlandia, which is where Trump lives, there's no acknowledgement of the polls showing him cratering. In Foxlandia, Trump always has all the hidden leverage, and if only he just exercised it, if only he would just declare national emergency, if only he would just shut down the government. It's there someplace. It's in Foxlandia. If he could just find it, a glorious victory would follow, and Trump would reign supreme. This fucker is insane. Does anybody understand that? And Coulter and these other right-wingers who themselves are nuts, but at least they function on a better level than Trump. And these sons of bitches and bastards, all of them in the right-wing media, all of you scum who keep feeding into Trump's madness, you dirty fuckers, you. You rotten people. You've got a man who is totally unbalanced, and you fucking know it, Ann Coulter. You know it, Limbaugh, you drug-addled son of a bitch. All of you people know it. You know what you're dicking around with. You know how perched and ready to fall this son of a bitch is, and you keep doing this. You think you're... Oh, God damn you people. Deep breath, Mike. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. You have your choice. You can listen to the ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.